So, अभी मैं यहाँ पे पटन दरबार पे हूँ और फिर मैं मिला हूँ मिस्टर ली
Lilendra Shrestha is my full name.
क्या लीलेंद्र
Shrestha.
श्रेष्ठा.
This is my family name.
Okay.
Which is a part of the New Wari.
Okay.
So New Wari are one of the local people of the Kathmandu.
Okay.
So you can say over 800-900 years from now, most of this beautiful artifact that you can see, these are created by the New Wari people. So it's called New Wari architecture.
Okay.
So
okay.
New Wari are the people, local people who speak different languages than Nepalese, and even the way of celebrating festival is also different. So yeah, you can say in Nepal, different part of Nepal, they have a different language, society, caste. But Kathmandu is one of the state where you only find mostly New Wari as a local people.
New Wari.
New Wari. So the Shrestha is my caste, which is a New Wari.
Okay. Okay. So थोड़ा बहुत उन्होंने नेवारी और उनके कास्ट के बारे में बताया है एंड वो मुझे अभी पूरा पटन दरबार और फिर यहाँ की पूरी हिस्टोरिक चीज़ें बताएंगे बट ही विल स्पीक इन इंग्लिश लेकिन मैं बीच बीच में कोशिश करूँगा हिंदी में कुछ बताऊँ आप लोगों को सो आपका कुछ शॉर्ट में नाम है लाइक इन समथिंग इन शॉर्ट आई कैन कॉल यू ली या सो चलते हैं ली के साथ ऑलराइट
दिस इज पाटन.
Okay.
Patan is the one of the name of this city. Actually, this city has got multiple names.
Okay.
But you can say Patan is the one of the very famous name. But Patan means city of beauty.
City of beauty.
Beauty, exactly. But this city also has got a oldest name, or the district is called Lalitpur.
Okay.
So Lalitpur means city of fine arts. So you can say this is the city of beauty and city of fine art. Okay.
All right.
But among the Kathmandu Valley, we have got three different cities like this. First one is Kathmandu, second one is Patan, this city, and last one is Bhaktapur.
Okay.
Okay, but Bhaktapur you can say that is a more like a city of agriculture.
Okay.
This city is a city of fine art.
Okay.
And Kathmandu is a city of wood carving.
Okay.
Alright, so in that way so now, but in every city, you could see this square, which is called Durbar Square, like this.
Okay.
So every square, which you could see like that in three different cities, they are all 350 to 400 years old maximum.
Okay.
Because before than that, around like before 16th century, you can say in Nepal at that time there was 18 to 20 different kingdoms.
Okay.
So when there was so many kingdoms in Nepal at that time, the whole Kathmandu was led by the kingdom of Bhaktapur.
Okay.
So city Bhaktapur was the capital in those days for the people in the valley. When it was a separate country. Okay. So in that way, when the valley was led for many hundred years by the Malla dynasty as a single kingdom, so in those days, people were totally depend on the agriculture, where they were busy creating this sort of beautiful architecture, wood carving, all their skills, what they could get from the natural source. So they used these things and living on. But what happened is, in 16th century, one of the king of Bhaktapur was married with several different queens. So when he was married, then he had three different kids, three different princes from different mother who asked for their property, power and position. So the king of Bhaktapur, he decided to divide the valley into 3 times. So every prince could live their life as a king. Okay. So when he divided the valley into 3 times, at the same time, when the valley was divided, so the prince, when they went to different part of the Kathmandu, they had to live on as a new kingdom. So therefore, this was the place where they can do, where they can restart the new kingdom. So they built all the beautiful complex right away. So you can say every complex or every square that you can see in the valley was built at the time of competition with their brothers. So therefore, they look very similar and they are same as old, and the history are pretty much similar because they were from same family. Like after all this square was built, and when the Malla dynasty took place for about 200 years, it was led by the Malla dynasty. For about 200 years, when this was leading by them as a separate kingdom, then finally there was war happening, which was done by the Gorkhas. So Gorkhas are one of the strongest kingdom of Nepal, who were heading from west-south of the Kathmandu, which is about 145-50 kilometer. So they have one of the beautiful square called Gorkhas Square. So they are the kingdom who planned early 18th century to unify the country. Because at that time there were so many kingdoms, as I said. So when they had to unify the country, so with some kingdoms they made a better relation. With some kingdoms they have to fight. So when they were fighting, they won and won. So they were reuniting the country. And when they view finally the valley, the king realized, the Gorkha king realized, oh, this is the best town to live because everything is flat and it's surrounding the hill. So there are more, life is more protectable and more. There are more things to do, easier, more easier, let's say. So in that case, they want this land, so they attack in the valley.
So Gorkha district is not like a valley; it's a flat.
No, Gorkha is not a flat. Gorkha is in the top of the hill.
It's in the top of the hill, and and Kathmandu Valley is like a cup.
It's a valley, so it's exactly like a cup.
It's like a cup.
You can say 3,700 years back, the valley was a lake. It was a big lake. So at that time there was no civilization. This was like a full of forest and all that.
So Kathmandu Valley is like a crater where all the civil darbars and the kings were there. And Gorkha district was at the height on the mountains.
Exactly.
So the Gorkha wanted the entire Nepal maybe as one district. So they started attacking. One country. They started attacking, or they started making a good relation with the other kings. And when they came to Kathmandu Valley, they felt like this is more better than their region.
Of course.
Because
of the geographical
area and the way it is protected.
Exactly.
Okay.
So therefore they came over to the valley, made a war with the three different kingdoms in a different time of the period, and then country was reunited by Gorkhas.
Just wanted to know, like, what is the relation of Tibetans and Nepal? Like, from where? Because I read somewhere all these darbars or stupas maybe lead to an ancient route towards Tibet. So if I follow this darbar from a proper route, I can reach Bhaktapur, and from there I can go somewhere else. Is that something?
Well, as you know, Nepal has got a it's a small country, but there are joined two countries like India and Tibet. So other side is whole Tibet. So it doesn't matter which direction either you go, just walk straight through the north, you are in Tibet. If you walk through the straight to the south, you are in India. So, but according to relationship between Nepal and Tibet is like a relationship with India and Nepal. Because in old days, like we say we have a relation like roti or beti. I don't know, that's something. But same like old days we produce a lot of wool. And in Tibet they need a lot of wool, and they also need a lot of salt that they don't have it. So we exchange. We have always exchanging system, and in those days, you can say for one moment we had a really good relationship with the Tibetan. So a lot of people from Patan also were married with the Tibetan in those days. They were allowed to marry too. Nepali and Tibetan as well. So there was a system like that, and now slowly the political change. Now it's part of China, so it's now something different. But in old days, you can say we really do had a good relation with the Tibet as well.
And when I say the spread of Buddhism, when I talk about the spread of Buddhism, it has been said that Lord Buddha has born in Nepal, right? And then his influence went throughout Tibet and India and a lot of other regions.
Lots of South Asia.
But now, how is the influence of Buddhism? Is it more in Tibet or is it more in Nepal? Because what I've heard is now more monks and more Buddhism followers are in Tibet.
You are right, I must say, because nowadays in Tibet they have a different rule. Like every middle brother has to be a monk. They don't have a choice. The middle brother, or if they doesn't have many, then maybe one or two, one of them has to be a monk. So every one of the family, in every family, one of the person is a monk. And every Buddhism which you see around the world is not same. Okay, so more like in Tibet we say that is like Mahayana. It's Mahayana Buddhism, where more people believe in Buddha philosophy and life. So not only the philosophy, like some Buddhism only believe in philosophy. So if you don't live your life as a monk, but you only take a philosophy, you are still Buddhist. You are taking philosophy which you think like good enough to be a good human.
Exactly.
Right? So it's philosophy is important.
Yeah.
And other Buddhisms, there are also Buddhism who also believe in philosophy and life. Only the philosophy taking of the Buddhas is not enough. You have to live your life like a Buddha. So they live in a monastery, do pujas, count every single thing. Try to live their life always.
And monks are also have a policy not to marry, right?
Yeah, they are not allowed to marry because Buddha. Okay, if they are monk, that means they are student now. They are started to be a student of Buddha.
Okay.
Okay, like Buddha at first he gained only 5 students, and then 5 of them was a male, the boys. So and finally a Buddha stepmother, because Buddha never lived his life with his mother. He died when his mother was when he was born, his mother was died. So when Buddha stepmother of Buddha asked to the Buddha like, I want to be a monk as well. So the first thing Buddha said was like, maybe you might have. He thought about they might have a relationship because they are male and female. And then finally, when he figured out like, okay, if they keep in a separate way, so that is why you don't see girls and boys at the same monastery in the same place.
Okay.
Girls are always in another one monastery, boys are in another monastery,
So,
because Buddhism do not allow any sexual relation.
Let us talk more about this place because
Okay,
we
so-
went back into the history and let us see each place here. What exactly they mean. Okay.
So as you know, the Dasai festival, Dasera.
Dasera,
It's a
right.
Dasera.
Yeah.
So that is the festival that the people celebrated here every year. So from over 300, they have been celebrating that festival in here, sacrificing animals.
300 years.
300 years. Still now.
Sacrificing animals.
Exactly.
Like
Bali.
Bali, what kind of
So we
animal?
sacrifice here, basically 5 types of animal are allowed to be sacrificed.
Okay.
Like water buffalo, goat, duck, sheep, and chicken.
Okay.
So those 5 varieties of animal that you could see, they are sacrificing at a different time of the year as well for the festival. So this is like a sacrificing courtyard or celebration courtyard for the Hinduism in
Okay.
old days, especially for the Malla dynasty
Okay.
when they were living here. Okay?
Okay.
So you can say actually in this palace, when they sacrifice animal, there is a temple of Durga inside where they offer the blood day by day. So they does that sacrifice for many days because they have to sacrifice like 54 animals
Okay.
in total.
Oh.
Okay, so in one festival, 54 animals.
In Dasera.
In Dasera, especially in Dasera, 54 animals for sure.
And it still happens here?
Exactly. They are the intestine of the water buffalo.
Okay. Okay.
So that one is just been a half of the part is full,
Uh-huh.
so half left, which is from last October. Yeah,
Oh, yeah. The yellow one.
yeah, the yellow one. That is the intestine
Intestine of the buffalo.
buffalo. So this one is from few months back. That one is from last year.
Yeah, that's why it doesn't look that fresh.
Exactly. So that looks very dry. So this is the sacrificing palace
Okay.
inside.
Okay.
Celebration.
Mm-hmm.
So you might think like, why do the people sacrifice?
Yeah. I wanted to ask you this question, like maybe because I'm a vegetarian. Okay, personally, and I was eating meat, but from 5 years I have stopped eating meat, and I'm vegetarian because I start to feel that they are also having the feelings. The other living beings that we tend to do a sacrifice, but I wanted to know the root cause of it. Why exactly, and what is the meaning behind it?
So the reason is those animal characters are the human illusions.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Like if you look at the chicken, more like a greedy. If
Okay.
you try to feed him, he always keep eating. That means chicken is a sign of greedy.
Okay.
Likewise, buffalo is a sign of aggressive.
Okay.
Duck is a sign of ignorance.
Okay.
Goat is a sign of jealousy.
Okay.
Sheep is a sign of stupidity.
Okay.
So they are the illusions of human being.
All right.
So we believe when we are celebrating festival of Durga and Kali, they are the goddess of destruction.
Correct.
So they try to destroy your bad illusions if you would sacrifice that animal. So sacrificing an animal would help you to become a good human, because you are trying to leave that bad illusions from your human soul or from your mind, sacrificing those animals. So that is a concept. This temple is called Krishna Temple. So we believe this temple was built out of one stone.
This is now a museum, but what it was earlier?
Oh, this was a conference hall.
Okay.
It is the place where the king always conference.
Okay, like a meeting.
Exactly. Meeting
All the
hall
meetings
and all
are
that,
done.
all happens in here. So there is a throne of the king inside. And this all other palace where he does all that meeting. So, but this big palace is the king's palace.
Okay.
That is the palace where the king used to live.
Yeah, because of earthquake now it is under
Exactly.
construction.
There is a big crack in inside which they are trying to fix it. But yeah, I can tell you one beautiful story.
Yeah.
So that statue which you see on the top of the pillar, that was the last king of Patan.
Okay.
Okay, but the legend story is there. So that king one day he created a small bird on the head of snake. Could you see there is a bird on the head of snake?
Yes, I can. Yeah.
So this king said, a day when that bird will fly, and when that two giant elephant right here,
Is it those two elephants in
when
front
they
of that?
move to the public bath in front and drink the water, and when that bird will flew away, then the king said on that day he will die.
Okay.
But they are made out of stone. So what was happening is after that, all the when he announced all the things, for a few years he was living as a king in here. But at the meantime, we also had a war with the Gorkhas.
Yes.
So in that war, this king he lost his people and power.
Okay.
So we believe he had to skip from his palace. But when he skipped from here, no one knows where he went to. And when the finally war was over, even there was no dead body or any news of the king. So people still believe king is still alive in Patan.
Oh.
Because of the bird and elephant are still there. So legend said king is still alive, will be back in the future.
Wow.
So that is a legend story.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So let's walk towards that bathing area.
Yeah, well, that is one of the very oldest public bath. It was built 570 AD.
Okay.
So it's been about 1400 years. That public bath is 1400 years old. But for now it's been dry. But in every 5 minutes there's a
different water source.
Water source like this.
So every darbar has more than one water source which is cornering every.
We have one inside. Also there is also one inside, big water source. So that water source is for the royal family.
Okay.
But this is for the public who lives around only this place. So if I leave about 5 minutes so far, so I'm not going to come so far here just to get the water. So they have built by themselves also the source of water, same like this one, which they also call public bath.
All right, that was.
So this part is all square.
Yeah.
Let's see, the temple is open. If there is a golden temple open, we'll visit that one temple as well.
Okay.
Let's walk about 2 minutes, okay?
All right.
If the temple is open, you might have to also buy a ticket. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Cost you maybe 50 rupees or something.
No problem.
So you have been also to a mountain? So you came with a motorbike or what?
No.
You came, okay.
No, I have came here 1 week ago.
Because nowadays I saw many vloggers from India came with a motorbike to do vlogging in the mountain.
Yeah. there are many.
There are many.
Yeah, this is my first video.
Okay. Oh, this is your first video. All right.
This is my first video. Maybe in future there will be more, for sure. So, and we see here there is a lot of.
These are the souvenirs. But if you want to get some souvenirs, then get something like this.
Yeah.
This is singing bowl.
Yeah. I wanted to have that one.
But don't buy the singing bowl. Because singing bowl, they are not real. Yeah, this is bowl which the people use, but sound is not very long. Even you can make a spin.
Yeah.
But you have to keep turning, otherwise sound dies very quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
But the real one, sound goes about a minute.
Yeah.
So this is fake one.
Okay.
This is a real one. Okay.
All right. All right.
So now the simple way of finding out is this. That sound. Okay. This sound. Okay, let's say 20 seconds.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now this sound is different.
Oh. And even the vibration
Alright, okay, so
is more in this.
Exactly. So in this one, no vibration. There is vibration
There
only,
is,
only,
but
only in the beginning.
Yeah, but very little. But this
Okay,
echoes a lot.
Let you feel. Let you feel.
But I really felt more about this one.
Okay,
Sure.
not like that. Now you feel. Okay, put your hand close. Put your hand here. We feel. This is vibration. Now make your hand flat. Okay. Make hand flat.
Flat it.
You feel that vibration. So real bowl has a vibration. And that is a vibration which we use as a physiotherapy. Similar. So if the people have a headache, you put the ball on the head.
Okay.
That vibration flow inside. If
Alright.
they have back pain, put it on back. If they have knee, put it on knee. So this is how they use.
Yeah, so the body cells starts vibrating and you have a more better...
Exactly like a physiotherapy.
Yeah.
So this
Wow.
is like a medication. So only few family can make. So this is a family who makes
Healing bowls.
good bowls.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And how long you have been making these bowls?
They are like 180 years.
180 years.
I'm the third generation of this family.
They are the only one.
But
Whole town.
yeah.
This family is the family who makes one of the best bowl. Okay. In
Okay.
Patan, if you say any, they are called Lamsal Parivar, Lamsal family. So Lamsal families are famous for healing bowls.
All right. I'm sure I'm gonna buy one. Okay.
Yeah, this
Let's-
is good place, okay?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
if you buy in the market, you find mostly fake. But here you find real. Another thing is you have to taste the bowl. So when you're gonna buy the bowl, you see, in bigger bowl, you feel the vibration. So how strong vibration is in the bowl, you can look at that. That is a vibration. So our body have a 70% water.
So the kind of healing process is exactly what we're going to feel inside our body.
Is that flower?
If we are suffering from any kinds of disease like a migraine, depression, blood circulation problems, something related with the pains, okay, we have to slowly cure it.
I'm going to come back
Sure.
to buy. Let me just have a little bit more tour on Patan,
Okay.
and then I'll be back. That was बहुत ही अच्छा लगा ये जो बाउल है जिसमें जो ये साउंड आता है, ये मेरे एक दोस्त के घर पे है इंडिया में, लेकिन यहाँ पे उसके बारे में थोड़ा और जानने मिला मुझे कि एग्जैक्टली ओरिजिनल कैसे पहचाना जाता है और उसका इतना ज़्यादा हेल्प हो सकता है बॉडी पे, ये मुझे पहले नहीं पता था. मैं बस सुनता था उस आवाज़ को और मुझे अच्छा लगता था.
इसको बोलता है healing bowl.
हाँ, लेकिन इसको हीलिंग बोल कहते हैं.
Next one is singing bowl.
सिंगिंग बॉल और हीलिंग बॉल, लेकिन सिंगिंग और दैट बोथ आर डिफरेंट. हाँ, सिंगिंग
Yeah, singing bowl is made by machine.
बॉल.
Healing bowl is made by hand.
ओके. सो हीलिंग बॉल में कई सारी एडवांटेजेस है आपको. डिप्रेशन, हेडेक, ब्लड सर्कुलेशन, नर्व्स का इशू है तो ये आपको हेल्प कर सकता है. और हीलिंग बॉल ओरिजिनली बनाया जाता है हैंडमेड, और ये जो सिंगिंग बॉल है वो मशीन मेड होता है जिसमें वाइब्रेशंस बहुत कम है. ये मैंने देखा, पर्सनली मैंने ऑब्जर्व किया. और ऑफ कोर्स मैं एक हीलिंग बॉल जरूर लेके जाऊंगा मेरे खुद के हीलिंग के लिए. ऑलराइट ली, दैट वाज वंडरफुल. That was really nice.
I have also one.
And
I have also
what
have
about
this size.
these arts?
These are called Thangkas. I will show you down there.
Thank guys. Okay. All right.
Okay, well, these are a Buddhism thing, okay? So healing bowl, we call healing bowl because it is used for healing.
Okay.
But nowadays, if you go to Europe, even they also call singing bowl for this, okay? But they use this real one. You only can see in a big healing center, a treatment center,
Okay.
meditation center. So every part of the Europe, if you go to meditation center, you will see the real bowl like this.
Yeah.
So they are called real healing bowl.
Yeah.
So real healing bowl are mostly used as a medication.
Yeah, and I have few of my friends from USA who are practicing this sound methods for healing.
Yes.
So they will ask someone to sleep on the floor.
Yes.
They'll put all the healing bowls at the corners,
Yes.
and then they will tap them, and that person has to sleep there for a while and feel the energy.
It's called sound healing.
Okay.
Okay, sound healing is a session that helps to do the sound chakra.
Okay.
So we have a 7 different energy point
Correct.
in our body. So from crown to root chakras, I think she's about to take photo.
All right.
So from crown to root chakras, there are 7 different chakras. So they are our energy. So that is why when we meditate, we say Om, because Om is the sound that you pronounce from your root chakra to crown. So you are balancing your chakra.
Exactly.
So the sound, the real bowl sound says Om.
Okay. Oh,
So
exactly.
this is how it helps to concentrate your mind on your meditation.
So that's also a sound of the universe, right?
Exactly.
Oh.
But now, you said like, sleeping and using a many bowls. So we say for 7, every chakra has got different sound.
Exactly.
So that means every human, they need a 7 bowl.
Oh, so each ball has a different sound. Is it like
Exactly.
that? Is
Every
it?
bowl has got different sound, yes.
Okay.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si. They have also 7 different sound.
Okay.
So for 7 different chakra. So
You
that
have-
doesn't mean you buy 7 bowl.
Okay.
So you have to buy 7 bowls. So you cannot spend 7 bowl, or you cannot take every bowl. So some bowl are there which they also use as called universal bowl. Could be used for every chakra, everyone.
Ah, okay.
So this is what you get. So if you get a universal bowl, that can be used for every one of your
Every
family
chakras.
member and friends, and one bowl can be used for same purpose. So you don't need many bowl. So yeah, well, if you go to real healing treatment center, then you get a mini bowl where they put surrounding, play one by one, and even they play one bowl next to you,
Okay.
playing on your body. But
Yeah.
but if you are using a daily basis of the bowl, then one bowl is enough, because that bowl you can use every part of the body and heal yourself.
All
with
right.
sound
All right.
healing.
All right. That's really beautiful.
Okay, so let's visit the temple first.
Yeah. Which temple is this?
Very beautiful golden temple. It's a
Golden.
Buddhist temple.
Okay.
This temple is 900 years old and well beautiful, well made. And here is a mandala. So mandala is a cosmic diagram of the Buddhism, which
Okay.
is made by the lamas for the world peace. So
Okay.
nowadays, especially a Dalai Lama, whenever he goes, wherever he goes, he make a mandala like that with the sand on
Okay.
on the floor.
He draws himself.
Yeah, he draws himself with the
Okay.
color sand.
Okay.
And when it's all done, then he throw all the color into river. So that flow, the color all flow whole universe. So all universe can become in a peace.
Okay.
So it's a symbol of peace.
Okay.
Okay. So, but the mandala is always designed because mandala was a view of the stupa. So you told me Bodhinath. You asked me about Bodhinath. So when you look at the Bodhinath stupa from sky, or similar stupa like that from sky, that looks in this way.
That represents this one. So
This
this
is
is the top view of a stupa.
Exactly. From
And-
top of the view, you are looking at the stupa.
And then
It's a
that's
three-dimensional
the
view.
reason people walk around.
Round, exactly.
All right. All right.
Okay, so it has got a meaning. So the first circle is a fire.
Okay.
Second circle is a karma.
Okay.
Third circle is a lotus flower.
Okay.
So when people can cross these 3 circles, then they are the people who we believe they will enlighten to nirvana. So the nirvana is in the center. So this is
Wow. This
cosmic
is
diagram of the Buddhism for the world peace, designed by the lamas, especially for the holy ceremony of Buddhism.
so beautiful.
So I saw you
so
similar
beautiful.
one.
So beautiful.
In our art later.
Okay.
Okay, lucky you. No ticket system. This is the Golden Temple. It's one of the very beautiful temples. So this temple is called Golden Temple. was built in a 12th century. It's 900 years old.
Okay.
But in 12th century, when this temple was built, we believe it was built by the king according to his dream. It was a dream temple because one day when the king was sleeping, he saw a Buddha on his dream where the Buddha said to king, you need to make my temple where the rats are chasing with the cat. Where the rat chase the cat.
Opposite.
Exactly. Okay?
Because usually cat
chase the rat. Yeah, so it's like a Jerry against a Tom.
Okay.
So
that's interesting.
Yeah. Okay. So when he had such dream, after that, one day when the king was coming down here, when this was a free field, so inside king saw some of the rat were chasing with the cat.
That really happened.
It really happened. So when he saw that, he immediately remembered the dream. Then he let build the temple here. And when he built the temple, then he finally realized that rat, which he saw was a golden color. So he says the temple should be plated with the gold. So that is why it's called Golden Temple, where a monk has to feed the rats every 2 times a day.
All right.
Okay, so here rats are holy, secret.
Okay.
That is the beautiful statue of Buddha Sakya Muni. Sakya Muni Buddha was the one who was born in Lumbini as a prince. So he was a prince of Lumbini. And he was the one who went to meditate to be enlightened. So we believe he was the first teacher of Buddhist student.
Okay.
So he was the first teacher, therefore Buddha Sakya Muni is always fine as a main Buddha of Buddhism in Nepal for our Buddhism.
Alright, sounds really very beautiful, and the story behind the build of the temple was very interesting. ये जो गोल्डन टेम्पल है इसका माना जाता है कि जो यहाँ के राजा है उनको एक सपना आया था कि बुद्धा ने कहा उनको सपने में कि आप ऐसा मंदिर बनाओ जिसमें चूहा बिल्ली के पीछे भाग रहा है, जबकि बिल्ली चूहे के पीछे हमेशा भागती है। तो इसमें रिवर्स उन्होंने कहा। तो उस सोच में राजा ने ये मंदिर बनाया और इस मंदिर में उन्होंने ये भी देखा कि सच में चूहा बिल्ली को भगा रहा है और वो जो चूहा था वो गोल्डन कलर का था, तो इसलिए इस टेम्पल का नाम गोल्डन टेम्पल बोला गया और अंदर पूरा स्ट्रक्चर गोल्डन में है। ऑलराइट, सो ओके, लेट्स टॉक मोर अबाउट तनका। ऑलराइट, नमस्ते।
Thangka means Tibetan traditional art.
Okay.
Art which is a philosophical art of Buddhism. So every art has got a meaning.
Okay.
It's not just the art. It's something in it.
Okay, yeah.
It's all about philosophy of Buddhism.
Okay.
So it gives you everything. It tells you about a life of human being, life after death.
Okay.
So it's more about that.
All right. Tankas. So they are available in many different sizes, like.
So it's like these. Actually, the bigger size they mostly take in the monastery. So big size ones are for the monastery, medium one is for the house, and all that, and a smaller one, it depends on the family.
पटन दरबार के आसपास स्टे या फिर होटल्स लोगों के लिए मौजूद हैं?
Hotels, cafe, restaurant.
Okay, around, right?
Yeah.
So people can freely come and spend their time.
Mostly people they stay around in Thamel, in Kathmandu.
Okay.
But if they need a little bit more quiet, they
Yeah.
want to see something different,
Yeah.
then they also can come to Patan. There is a places, accommodation.
All right. Okay. So thank you so much, YouTube and viewers, ये ब्लॉग देखने के लिए। और आगे नेपाल की सीरीज में मैं और ब्लॉग्स बनाऊंगा और हो सकता है और लोग टूरिज्म में इंटरेस्ट दिखाए, घर से बाहर निकले। मुझे पता है कि ये कोविड वगैरह का सिचुएशन ठीक नहीं है, लेकिन ये सिचुएशन भी चला जाएगा और कई सारे जो लोकल्स होते हैं यहाँ पे आसपास टूरिज्म प्लेसेस के, उनका जो डेली लाइफ है ये इसी पे डिपेंड होता है। जब अगर टूरिस्ट आएंगे तो उनका बिजनेस होता है। जैसे मैं जहाँ से ये मंडाला का पिक्चर लिया हुआ है, उन्होंने मुझे कहा कि 10 दिन से कोई भी बिजनेस नहीं था उनके पास, तो मैंने ये पिक्चर तो ज़रूर लिया उनसे और थोड़ा और ज़्यादा नहीं, लेकिन थोड़े से पैसे ऐड कर दिए एज अ गुड लक, ताकि उनको और बिजनेस आगे आता रहे. सो थैंक यू सो मच, लव यू गाइज, बाय बाय.